Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Father Aaron here with day 20 of the Advent Gospel Challenge. And so we are on chapter 20 of the Gospel according to St. Luke. I hope you are following along. I hope you're reading in your own Bible and keeping up with us. If you've fallen behind, read two chapters, read three, whatever it takes to catch up. They're not that long, really. All right. So we have Jesus at the temple now. Remember, yesterday we saw him enter Jerusalem and go to the temple and cleanse it. And now he's teaching in the temple. And now things start to heat up, and people are questioning his authority. Where do you get the authority to teach these things? Who made you a master? Where do you get all this, right? Because teaching is based on precedent. Who gave you this information? Where did you get it from? Is it legitimate? See also our modern world, right? With fake news and all this other stuff. Well, where did you get this? Where did it come from? People want to see the chain of authority, okay? And Jesus' response, of course, is he mentions John the Baptist. Well, was John the Baptist, was what he said from heaven, or was it from human origin? And they can't answer it, because if they say it's from heaven, but they didn't listen to him. So why didn't they listen to him if it was from heaven? But if it's from human origin, people are going to be angry because people regard him as a prophet. Okay. And Jesus, having seen, this inability to really put a firm answer on this, and to really have a position that comes from anything other than their own desire to appear in the best light in front of everyone, he tells the parable of the wicked tenants, right? They're renting this vineyard, and the owner of the vineyard sends someone to collect to his share of the proceeds, and they kill the servant who comes. They kill the next servant who comes. Eventually, he sends his own son. They kill the son. I mean, heavy foreshadowing, right? Heavy foreshadowing, and so what's going to happen to those people? Jesus asks. Well, obviously, the owner of the vineyard is going to have them arrested and put to death. They're going to destroy them, right? Then what does this mean? The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Because the point in telling that parable, of course, is that they have rejected the prophets sent to them. They have rejected the prophets who've tried to recall them to God, Isaiah, Jeremiah, etc., John the Baptist. And they're going to reject the Son as well. They're going to reject the Son as well. This does not quiet them down. In fact, it makes them angrier, and now they're trying to get him. So they ask him, is it legal to pay taxes or not? Knowing full well that if he says yes or no, he is going to cheese off either the devout Jewish population who doesn't think they should be paying taxes to Rome, or the Romans who certainly believe that people should be paying taxes to Rome, right? He, of course, comes back with the answer of give me a coin, and whose head is on it, which is a beautiful moment. Whose image is on this coin? Well, then the coin belongs to whoever's image is on it, right? Whose image is on you? We bear the image and likeness of God, and so we belong to God. But again, does not help, does not settle the crowd. The Sadducees come asking about the resurrection, and they want to know. It's a trap question. If this guy has his brother is married, 7 brothers, and the first is married and dies childless. The second marries the widow, and then the third and dies childless. Then the third, then the fourth, and they all die without children. In the resurrection, whose wife will she be? Now, what a ridiculous question, right? It is intended as a trap. It's a puzzle question. It's pushing logic to a ridiculous place. It's like the old how many angels can fit on the head of a pin. Nobody asked that question seriously, and no one's asking this question seriously either. It is a thought experiment intended to push logic to its breaking point, right? They're asking it to see what he'll answer, to try to trap him. But of course, he doesn't fall for it. We're not marrying and etc. in heaven. They neither marry nor are given in marriage. Then, question about David's son. Okay, he asks them. He's tit for tat with them. How can they say that the Messiah is David's son? For David himself says in the book of Psalms, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool. David thus calls him Lord. So how can he be his son? Now, I think we can probably imagine situations in which the child outstrips the parent. I think that is certainly something that has happened. But Jesus here is turning. This would not be in an honor shame society. That would not be something that would happen. And so he's turning this on them and asking, because David does call the one who is to come Lord. And finally, Jesus, kind of having had enough of the whole thing, it denounces the scribes, okay, who like to walk around in long robes and love to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces and to have the best seats in the synagogue and places of honor at banquets, okay. They devour widows' houses and for the sake of appearance say long prayers. For the sake of appearance. Long prayers are not a problem, as he told earlier the parable of the unjust judge and the woman who kept praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. Long prayers are not a problem. Long prayers for appearance's sake are a problem. Then again, short prayers for appearance's sake would be a problem, right? Long robes in order to win prestige are a problem. Long robes aren't the problem. The wanting to win prestige is the problem. Short robes, casual clothes worn to impress and to gain prestige are also a problem, right? It's not the means, it's the end here that he's focusing on. The wearing of these things for the sole purpose of gaining status, right? When really the scribes, the priests, etc., should be the servants of God and servants of the people. At any rate, that is today's chapter. That's where we leave off. It is heating up in the temple, and the back and forth is becoming fierce. They're attempting to trap him so that they can get him on something. They can either knock him down a peg so he won't be a problem, or they can actually get him in enough trouble that he will not be a problem. Right? Little do they know. Little do they know. Now, today is the fourth day of the O antiphons. We have in our confusion sought wisdom. We have in a world that claims our allegiance in 100 different ways, we've sought a true Lord, right? In a rootless existence, we've sought the deep root into the ancient tradition. And today, we, those of us who feel bound, chained in our own sin, in the sin of the world, who are held in the prison of the mind and the spirit, call out, O clavis David, O key of David. The key of David, the one who will open the locks, who will set free the prisoners, who will undo the shackles. O come, key of David. And I hope I remember this. I'd say, remind me, but y'all are watching or you're not in the room with me. I hope I remember at the end to talk about the clever thing hidden in all of these prayers when you have them all one after another like this. At any rate, O sapienta, or O wisdom, O Adonai, O Lord, O radix Jesse, O root of Jesse, O clavis David, O key of David. O come, O come. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.